Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thanks a lot for joining us today, and welcome, Deepak.
Hi, Dipanjana.
So,
Good afternoon.
First of all, I'll start with a quick introduction of myself and Extra Edge. So, I'm Dipanjana, and I basically work with the growth team at Extra Edge. And if you wonder about what Extra Edge does and why are you here today, so Extra Edge basically is a martech company. So, we basically are an admission and marketing automation platform. We work with all kind of educational institutes. So we have a clientele of around 250 plus, and we have worked with all segments of education, whether it be university, overseas, vocational, coaching, and edtech. So we have worked with all. And so today in our panel, we have Mr. Deepak Chauhan, who is the AVP of Customer Success at Extra Edge, and he comes with an immense experience about technology, understanding of the industry, and also understanding of Extra Edge as a product and its journey. So first of all, I would like to start with some basic instructions for today's webinar. So for all the attendees here, so your audios and videos all will be on mute. So, but we would still want to hear from you about any feedback that you have about the webinar or any questions that you have. So we will have a separate Q&A section towards the end of the webinar. So if you have any questions, kindly put those questions in the Q&A section. And if you have any comments about the webinar or any section of the webinar, kindly put your comments on the chat section. I will highly request the attendees to not post questions on the chat section, because then that may get lost when we are taking up Q&As. So kindly please refrain from that and post questions only in the Q&A section. So that's all. So Deepak, we will start. So I'll just go and set up a context for everybody, why they are here and what we would be talking about today. So all the attendees must have already seen the topic that we will be talking about team management, how to increase their productivity, and how you can bring in effective measures to increase the productivity, right? So apart from that, our effort today will be more on understanding this industry. So we are a part of a huge industry. Education industry is huge. It has a lot of past. It has grown in last few years and drastically during this pandemic. So we will first try to understand what this industry is all about, what kind of changes we have seen in the past few years in this industry, and basically try to gauge the potential that this industry has within itself, right? So Deepak, without a further ado, I'll pass the podium to you. So kindly introduce yourself and take this webinar ahead for us.
Yes, thank you so much, Dipanjana, for a warm introduction. A good afternoon, all of you. Very happy afternoon. I hope you are keeping safe and sound. Everybody is safe and hoping. I'm excited, super excited, Dipanjana, to start with the most interesting topic. How do we make our admission team effective? Correct. So I'll start with my introduction team. So this is Deepak Chauhan, AVP of Customer Success at Extra Edge. I have been part of Extra Edge more than 4 years now. Have personally handled more than 60 plus customers onboarded and trained and made it sure that the customers are successful. Apart from this, today I'm largely into the enterprise customers, and I'm taking care of the operations and as well as the team management part. So glad to have you all onboarded team, and we are so delighted to have so many attendees today. So let's quickly start. As Dipanjana mentioned that as we are into education industry today, so why not we have a brief history? Why not we discuss about the today's status of education industry? Where are we standing today? What is our future, and how much the COVID has impacted the market? So Dipanjana, I have prepared a couple of slides. So I'll be sharing my screen and will be showing it to all the audience. So audience, again, as I always start my training sessions and also the team presentation internally in the team, right? So I want your undivided attention, and make sure you keep your phone aside and listen to me very attentively. And if you have any questions, I'm highly encouraging that you ask questions as many as you can, because this is a collaboration tool. So I see this is a collaboration because there are so many people have jumped in today. So put your question and answer in the window as Dipanjana requested, and let's make this session very productive team. Yeah. So let's start. Let me share my screen quickly and jump into the most important topic, right? The current state of the education industry. All right. So Deepanjana, can you see the screen?
Yes, Deepak. Excited to hear what you have to say.
All right, great. Okay, so talking about the current state of the education industry today, I think all of you would agree that in the India, right? So we are rapidly increasing. Our education market is rapidly flourishing today. If we just talk about the overall population, right? So in just 1.13 billion leads, right, is falling under the age group of 5 to 24 years old. And if you look at this number, right, team, this is a huge number. 1.13 billion leads in the age group of 5 to 24 people. Look at the potential we have today in the market. But if you look at this number of count, and if we compare with our private education industry and also the institutes we have today in the country, we have the institutes like medical colleges, the management institutes. It's comparatively very less, very extremely less. But still, we are in the world, right? We are topmost a country which is having the largest university, largest institutes, because we have a good number of quality leads in the India. So overall, if I just talk about the literacy rate, so we have more than 75% literacy rate, which is far better than which is the far better than the last I think 1947. If we compare with the 1970 figure, right? So it was hardly around 35%. And if you look at these numbers, you have to directly relate with your own admission numbers. Then the quality, the leads which you are getting it today, the number of enrollments you have it today, the digital presence you have it today. There is a huge gap, team, that there is a huge gap between the demand and supply. And you can directly relate with that, and you can directly relate these numbers, because whenever we like integrate with any sort of new publishers, or if we go ahead with our website forms, you will see huge number of crowd, because there are huge number of students outside. And because of this, as our government, right, have a two largest areas which they are focusing today. The very first area is the healthcare. Definitely from the COVID, we have realized that the healthcare is one of the sector which will always keep flourishing, and it has to be improved a lot. But along with the healthcare, the second sector which has to be improved, and which is never ever going to collapse, that would be health, but that would be education. So government is investing a lot of it is making a lot of investments in this. They are taking a lot of initiatives in this, and making sure that this industry has to grow over the period of time. If I just share with a couple of numbers to all the audience. So just sharing with the market size today in the financial year 2020, we have the overall evaluation is currently standing at $117 billion. And this is the financial year 20's count. But if you look at the count of financial year 25, which is the predicted figure, right? It is going to be almost double. So if it is going to be double, Deepanjana, just imagine that everybody is going to online. Every student is going offline, online, right? So if in the COVID times you realize that how much digitization is important, right? Because it has impacted a lot the institute which were running or in the traditional mode, right? So I have personally experienced that there are many institutes which I was handling, and they were not able to adapt the technologies. They have come back again to use the CRM and to use the many more technologies. If I simply share the overall sector composition figure, team, so in the preschool market, the expected growth is around 23%. Okay, and the higher education, this is the figure. In private education, this is the figure. So overall, from this slide and to the entire audience, right, what I'm trying to say is, as you have to really realize from deep down that in the industry we are into today, this is going to grow rapidly, and this is already growing. This is already flourishing today. If you look at just the overall investment, the last part, right, the education market in India is expected to amount the $2 to $5 billion by 2025. In India, EdTech market is expected to reach to $10.4 billion. So we will share you this slide to the entire audience. You have to go through each and every pointer, and have to be blessed. I would say you have to be blessed, feel blessed that you are into this market, right? So right. So moving to the third, I think relating with the current market. So this is the current trend of admission world. So sometimes, right, I have seen in the existing customers, I have heard from the many people that people are not searching the admission work. There are no admissions happening. But I'm showing you the trend on Google that if you look at this figure, right? So this is the date range over here, 2017, 18, 19, and 21. And this is the overall trend that how many leads are searching the word admission on the Google. So if we consider that 100 is the topmost, then you will see comparatively on the 19 also it was on topmost. During this time range, it could be around in the month of May, June, right, which is the peak season time, May, June, July. And in the 19, just below the 19 also, there was a good number. But what you have to realize from this figure is that during this was the COVID time, right, when we were getting a lot of cases increased. But during this time also, the leads were going online and they were searching for admission. Just imagine that. Just imagine that in the COVID, people are not searching for rooms. They're not searching for stays, etc. They're searching for admissions.
Yeah.
So I think we have to really take a pause here and we have to digest all this information, right? Because this is the information is very, very important. And I think from this all this information, Deepanjana, right? So again, to my all my audience, I want you to really reflect on yourself and have to ask that what is your plan to make your institute successful. And Deepanjana, I think you can also answer on their behalf. But I think this question is primarily to the entire audience. That if you look at these figures, if you look at this overall market, the number will be going to increase, right? Institutes will be there will be a lot of institutes opening in the recent times. Investments are happening. So in this all these process happening parallelly, what is your plan to make your institute successful? Yes, so, I think Deepanjana, if you have some any inputs, I would be more than happy to hear.
Definitely, Deepak. So from your previous slides, one thing that I have understood is that we should really reflect back and see that what kind of impact this is going to bring in our businesses, right? So what kind
Very
of
true.
immense opportunity we have.
Very
So
true.
I'm answering your question. If you ask me that what is one thing that every institute should focus on and give a more like they should strategize more is basically the admission, because at the end of the day they are the people who will get in all this 1.3 billion leads that you were talking about,
No
right?
doubt about it.
We will nurture them, they will speak with them, so it's all about them. So I guess admission.
Very true. Very true. As you rightly pointed, Deepanjana, the admission team, right? That because the admission team, and this is something, I want to answer this around these areas, because the admission team plays a very, very key role in improving your numbers today, right? Admission team is are the people who usually touches the lead the very first time. They make the call, they make sure that lead is interested. They have the very first touch base with the leads and students, the people who are inquiring on the website. There are also the sales representative team, and this is the most important team today, which can actually drive your revenue to double and triple, and who knows like at what extent. And this is a great, and again to entire audience, I'm talking from my experience, because I have seen people growing, I have seen my accounts growing rapidly if they have their key focus areas on improving their performance, improving your team performance, right? Because see, again, what we need is we need the numbers, and the numbers what we need is we need admission numbers, right? So if even if you generate a lot of leads and you don't have a strong admission team, there is no point there, you will not get a good conversions. Admission team has to be strong, it has to be better than any other department you have at any institute. And this is why Deepanjana, I think I'm glad that you have brought this topic and wanted me to share my experience around this, because I have personally I have felt in the last 4.5 years experience, right, when I work with enterprise customers, I work with a medium sized ticket customer, I have seen my customers growing from 10 accounts to 250 260 accounts rapidly. And how, if I just refer their case studies, that what they did differently, right, definitely I want to put it forward today. So now talking about the admission team, right? So admission team, I think, is the most important team, but again they have facing a lot of challenges, Deepanjana, right? So now if you allow me, right, I will directly I can directly talk about the challenges. that what are the challenges they are facing, right? Because I have seen people facing these challenges, and to entire audience I wanted to share, right? And it's just not for the existing people, it's for everybody who look forward to for solutions, and everybody who is into the education market today.
Definitely, Deepak. We should definitely talk about the challenges because the success of the admission team will definitely depend on how their counselors work. And also, I've
Correct.
seen lately, Deepak, that we talk a lot about strategies, we talk a lot about features, we talk a lot about which tool to bring in, but we don't talk
Hmm.
about the team. It's human after all who are doing this, right? They have some
Very true.
creativity, they have some boundaries, they have some certain skill sets which need to be enhanced or which needs to be appreciated, or we should have something to make their lives easier, right? So for that, we
Very
should
true.
understand what problems they face. So
Very
definitely,
true.
looking to those challenges is very important.
Surely,
Yeah.
surely, Dipanjan, I'm glad. Yes. Okay. So challenges to admission team productivity. So I think the people who are connected online and the directly admission counselors who are dealing with the admission counselors, right? They can directly relate with these challenges. So starting with the very first, today data management is the topmost on the priority. Whenever I start with any sort of training program, right, or I go with any other seminars, right, I start with that what are the challenges they are facing, and this they will be always top on the list, right, with the CRM or without the CRM. To be frank, data management is has become a huge problem. Just imagine an admission counselor's life, right, day-to-day operations. They work on a Google sheet. They also have their communication on the Gmail. They have to attend all their queries which is landing on Infos ID. They have to attend the leads on website. They have to also take inbound calls. They have to make outbound calls. Huge, matlab, how many platforms, matlab, you expect a person to use, right? And again, end goal is same. You have to increase your admissions. Just imagine that you have bombarded with so many systems, right, in a one go, and you want them to be efficient and effective. How this is even possible? This is nowhere near to productivity, right? And we have institutes have created this kind of the setup there that they want them to use it, right? And from this data management, right, the next biggest problem what I've seen is follow-up management. I am not able to manage my data. मतलब data मेरा एक sheet में भी है, मेरा paper में भी है. I have my data on email also. I have my data on WhatsApp also. And then you expect me to have timely follow-ups. Then you expect me to have more and more conversions, right? It is not practically possible because if I'm working on a data, right, then I have to do the timely follow-ups because every time, right, whenever I go in a training program, I share this example that every lead is like a job seeker, right? Reason because job seeker is a person who is not applying for a company A. They are also applying for company B, company C, company D, right? So from wherever they get the responses fast, they are more likely to you to enroll it there, right? It's very simple because the people who actually do not have the timely responses, they automatically the lead interest, there would be no interest, and there is no human to human touch, and automatically there will be no enrollments. So in this entire process, comparing with the job seeker, and you have to compare the mentality of lead, right? And I educate my counselors that you have to have that thought process, that how the student is thinking about the process, right? You need to have a timely follow-ups, but you're not able to do it because this is the biggest challenge. People are expecting Google Sheet to remind him. There is no such feature created today, Dipanjana. I can tell you, and I don't think this is also anywhere in the product pipeline of Google, right? They create some sort of reminder from the Google Sheet. And along the same line, once they are, if we expect from the counselors, we also want them to create reports, create some excellent reports, analytics. I've seen the cases in my experience that people have a designated person who create the report, like some sort of MIS guy. Imagine that the amount they are paying, right? The efforts this guy or he or she is putting just to create the reports on Excel and Google Sheet.
Yeah.
Well, what, like, are we still like in the industry, right? We're still living the traditional, we are the education, we are way back on a technology. And I think this is something I wanted to share with all the people who are connected today. right? These three are the biggest problem with or without the CRM your entire team is facing.
Yeah.
Yes, Deepanjana, over to you.
Definitely, Deepak, like I totally agree with you. And in my 3 years of experience working with the education industry, like I have been a part of the solution, like the technology part, and I have also been part of the lead generation part. And I can totally understand the kind of mess, if you don't manage your data, what kind of mess it can create. So
Very
you
true.
can never have your answers. And I always talk to my customers on these terms only that at the end of the admission season, you should have your answers. What did I do? What did I do right? What did I do wrong? What did my team do right? What did my team do wrong? So definitely
Correct.
problems are around this and the solutions are also around this, right?
Very true.
Before we move on to the other parts and talk about the solution, so I would just want to make a poll live for our audience.
Please.
So for all the attenders out there, so this is a small poll, this is a quick questionnaire to understand what kind of challenges do you face or which challenges out of these three are your major pain point. So that when we talk about solutions, the solution will be based more on use cases, So what kind of use cases have we solved for our customers? So if you understand what kind of problems do you face, so we will put the solutions accordingly. Right?
Very
So
true.
I'll please insist everyone to go ahead and take the poll.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Deepak, it's very interesting to see that we today have a lot of our customers who have joined us for the webinar today.
Awesome.
So we had an internal release thing
Yes.
yesterday. I would also want that our customers should know about what interesting and new features are we bringing in, which will make their life easier and again take them towards productivity and take them a step ahead. So if you can just take few minutes and share those features in very brief. Meanwhile, the audience can go ahead and take the poll.
Sure. Definitely, Deepanjana, why not? More than happy to do this. And to again entire audience team, as we decided to make this session very, very interactive. So make sure you give your responses on the poll so that we discuss the challenges and discuss the solutions, right? So yes, so to all my existing people, right? So let me quickly cover the important features which we have at the XTRIZE release date. So yes, so this is the single most slide we have for all the features, the most important features which we have recently built it. So talking about the very first theme, WhatsApp inbuilt features. Now, Deepanjana, this feature I can tell you that as we have been talking, right, that in the initial times, we should not have multiple product, right? We should not have multiple product bombarded to the counselors, right? We need to have a single product. So this particular feature will help you to have one-on-one WhatsApp from the CRM itself. Why we have built it, Deepanjana? Because we have received the responses, right? We have received so many requests from people that they need some sort of facility where they can also demise this particular product. And this is our end goal at XTRAEdge. We build a common platform. We need to have a single platform for everything. So our end goal has been achieved in this, and this has been already we have already made it live on a couple of customers, and look forward to more value addition from the rest. Talking about the second feature, payment collection. So this we have been thinking about the COVID times, right? That is again there is a huge chance that third wave may come at any point of time. And payment collection has been very poor at the institutes and universities because they always had the offline mode to collect the payments, like DD वगैरह. I think आपने भी किया होगा, right? DD वगैरह से and you used to take the check and you used to submit there, right? Bank में जाते थे वगैरह, and then you suddenly see that there is a off on Saturday, right? So payment collection. So now from this feature, you can directly collect the payment from the students. So what you can do, so you can simply send a payment link to the students, and the student can make the payment there, and your payment will be reflected on the XTRAEdge CRM. So this has made extremely life easy, and this will, so people can use it. Again, if I share you the use cases, right? So you can definitely use it whenever you want to book a seat, right? Sometimes people confirm that I'm taking admission, right? Imagine sometimes if I can tell you that, okay, I'm taking admission, and you will freely move it to enroll. But now you can collect the payment and then you move it to enroll to confirm the admission. Because if I have made the payment, then I'm definitely going to enroll at your university or institute. So this is the second feature which we have released recently. And talking about the third features, which is about mobile app for filling application forms. So this is the most exciting product I have been always looking forward to. Reason because I'll share you the figure right today. If I just talk about the university segment, so around 70 to 80% students are filling application from their phone. When they are filling a form, what they are doing is they are going to their students campus website. They're clicking on application now button, filling up the form, getting OTP, and the entire process is being driven on the Google Chrome or your browser or any sort of browser you have in your device. But what suddenly you realize is you don't have documents, right? You don't have documents to upload it. So this is the problem which you are solving using this. So you can install the application. You can, so if I'm a student and you are running university A, so what I can do is I can install the application of university A and I can apply my application through that mobile app. Because why we released it? Because it's very handy, right? For the student, this process has to be very seamless. And also to above that, this is the also a source of creating more and more revenues, right, for any institute and university. So these three features, Dipanjana, most important. And I think so again, to all my audience, right, you have probably heard about these features from existing account managers. So if you need another round of demo in details, so please feel free to reach us, right? And you can also put it under the chat window that you need a demo or you need some sort of another walkthrough. We will definitely arrange it for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So thank you, Deepak. All the three features looks very, very exciting, and I hope this will solve a lot of problems for a lot of universities.
Very true.
Universities admissions again opening and season opening cycle opening next few months, 2 3 months.
Yes.
Right? These are really important. Also, as Deepak said, I would request all the attendees that if you are an existing customer and if you have a dedicated account managers, you can reach back to them if you want a detailed demo of the product. And for any new people who have joined us and are getting notice for the first time, you can go to our website www.xrite.com and
Yes.
you can sign up for a demo, and our product expert will definitely help you with the detailed demo. So, Deepak, we have a very exciting result that have come in from the poll. So, a lot of people can actually relate to the challenges that we have spoken about, and a lot of people, like almost 40 to 50% people, have said that follow-up management and reports are the major issue, right? So, what we spoke about, right, that how to nurture those 1.3 billion leads. So, people are there. So now I guess we need to talk about the solutions, right? Because as we keep on speaking, right, whether you use a CRM, whether you don't use a CRM, whether you want to use a CRM, or you are an enterprise client or a mid-ticket size client, or you have just started your institute, highly productive team is the end goal of all managers, I think. Everyone of having a team who is highly productive, who are effectively using all the resources that are given to them. So let's talk about the solutions today, because I would want to know from you from a 360 view, that what kind of solutions do can anyone else provide so that they can solve their team related queries. So audience, I'm ending this poll. So anyone else, if you want to participate in the poll, you could just do it next few seconds.
Yes. Why not, Dipanjana? So I think, and this is the most important part of this entire webinar, because this is what everybody look forward to. What are the those productive hacks, right, which can definitely make the team effective. So let's directly jump into our the challenges, how to overcome these challenges, right? Why not? So we have discussed about the challenges of the follow-up management reports, right? We spoke about the challenges of data management. So talking about all these, right? And this is something I really want all of you to make a note of it. And if you are able to do this, I can tell you for 100% guarantee that you will have your team performing very well, right? And I will be again talking about specific 1 or 2 pointers around these areas. So make sure you definitely, if you make a note of it. All right. So talking about the challenges, the overcoming of challenges, right? The very first thing I think which has to be followed by every institute or university, right? If they are going with the CRM or they have without CRM. See, again, this is without the CRM, it's not practically possible. You need to have an integrated solution, right? You need to have a product which is integrated with your all your communication, all your partners, and you need to have a single system for admission counselors. And this is why the admission, because for admission counselor, it has to be very, very straightforward. They should be logging into a particular product and they should be logging out at a specific time. It has to be pretty straight. They are not switching between tabs. They are not having multiple, systems where they are also active. They are also active on CRM, right? It has to be a single most solution. It has to be done. And I educate my existing customers that whatever the product you have, right, you make sure this is integrated with the systems. And again, if there is a cost involved in it, I can tell you for guarantee it is worth investing your money on this, because if this is an integrated solution for your counselors will be focused on a single system, not to the multiple systems they have it opened on their screen. So integrated product is one of the important key. And I think from this, right, I will share you a very classic example what happened very recently, right? So there were two institutes, right? Institute A and Institute B. And what happened, right? Institute A was already using a CRM, and Institute B was the competitor of Institute A. So what Institute B did, right? So they wanted to just check the overall efficiency of the admission team of Institute A. So what they did, so the person B at Institute B inquired on the in the Institute A. So what they did, they fill up the form and they were expecting a call back. So what happened in this case, Institute A, the counselor, right, directly made a call just after they fill up the form. And this is what happened there, that immediately after filling up the inquiry, right, the Institute B filled up the inquiry. Immediately after counselor A was using the CRM, they made a call within the 2 minutes. And they asked that what courses you are looking for. So institute the person competition, right? The competitor said that, okay, currently I'm not looking for courses, but you can give me a call maybe at 5 p.m. today. So the counselor A, which was using the CRM, so what they did, they added a follow-up in the CRM and they created a follow-up for themselves. So what next happened, right? So immediately at the 5 p.m. the competition received a call from the counselor, and it was so accurate every single time that the competition was shocked, right? What's happening? Like if I say 5 p.m., I'm getting a call at 5 p.m. If I'm telling them calling on weekends, they are calling on weekends a specific time. How they are able to do it, right? So later on, when they again dug deep on this, they found that okay, there is a CRM, they're using it. I'm using nothing. And this is why this is a classic case which happened. And then the competition also bought the product, right? And we had still we laugh on this example many times with whenever we go for drinks. So overall, this is the integrated solution team. And to my existing customers, I would highly recommend that you go back and see the day-to-day operation, that how many CRMs, how many products they are using it. If there are multiple products, you cannot expect a good productivity out of your admission team. Now, moving to the second, process features. Today, what we do is always look forward to have features. कि मुझे ये भी दो, मुझे वो भी दो, मुझे ये भी दो, मुझे ये भी दो. We don't need a lot of features here. मतलब, if you see, if there is somebody on admission head level, or somebody like marketing head or any sort of senior position, right? So I really want this pass this message to all of you, that you have to think from the counselor's point of view. If you need a lot of features, if the counselors are not able to utilize this, then you have to change your process of doing it. So we don't need a lot of features. I have realized in my experience that you don't have to utilize all your 100 features today. In Extra Edge today, we have more than 60 features, by the way, but we don't deploy it all the 60. Reason, because after all, your admission team will not be able to utilize all. What you need is you need a well-defined process. Giving a simple example, Deepanjana. So I've seen cases, right, where the team has expanded from the counselor, the counselors count from 10 to 250. So what they did simply in the process, right, they have simply educated their team to not to have any missed follow-ups. And this is the only single process they have defined it. They did not add so many features to it, but what they did is simply added a process that the every counselor, right? Each and every person, right? If they have a team of 250 or 100, they should not be having any missed follow-ups. And this is the only thing what they have followed in the CRM. So if they followed this process rigidly, I can tell you for guarantee that you will have more and more productivity. If you bombard with lot of features that कि तुम WhatsApp भी करो, तुम उसको automation भी use करो, तुम you use the active time also, you use this that, it's not adding any value. So define a process today in your admission team. If they're using a CRM or if they're not using the CRM, what process your team has to be followed? What is the one thing which will define the discipline of your team? And this is why discipline is the key player in the admission team, right? So process has to be valued more than feature today. And this is the second, I think, productivity hack, Dipanjan, I wanted to share with all the audience. Now moving to the third one, reports. Most very important. We have today also at Xstretch, we have more than 150 plus variety of reports, right? And I can tell you 100% that so if you are handling the client of 200 plus clients we are handling today, right? So every customer has some different set of reports. They have some different level customization reports, and from all these customization, from all these reports, right, they are not able to have those reports which can make the team effective. So what I mean to say is that there are always some micromanagement report and there are some actually productivity reports. Productivity reports is like that you have your data, you have your all those leads which are inquiring on day-to-day basis, and then you have a team. So you need to make your team effective so that they can they have their calls happening at the right time. They are making sure the TAT is getting improved. They are making sure whenever there is a website inquiry, they are immediately calling them, they're attending them. So overall, these are the productivity which we are talking about. So what's happening today, right, in the industry, what I observed, there are more of micromanagement report that they need this, they need that, which is actually, questioning, right? The counselors themselves, they themselves find them, yaar, matlab main kidhar hu, matlab is tarah ke reports mere liye banaye ja rahe hain, right? The people who will be the senior most position, right, wo sochega ki right, why these kind of reports are getting created. So this is the most important part, team. I think I want to share it with all of you that integrated product is must. You have to go back and see in your day-to-day operations how many product they are using it. You need to have a single solution for everything. Second, the process has to be valued more than features. Features will definitely add a value, but you have to define a process so that your team can your team can excel more and more. And the third part, reports, you need not to have 10 or 15 different reports. You need to have you need to have one or two report which can actually motivate your team and which can actually have a more productivity from the entire team. Yes, Dipanjana. So I think these three I wanted to share with the entire audience. Over to you.
So definitely, Deepak, it is very interesting. So Deepak, just an added question to this, I basically wanted to understand this, that there are a lot of institutes, right? Maybe they're starting up new, or they were hit. A lot of industry has been hit. Education has also been hit because of the pandemic, right?
Yes.
Maybe they want to use a feature, but there are other constraints as well, market constraints, their own budget constraints or strategy constraints that they may have. So, like, I know that the future lies in bringing in a process or bringing in a product or bringing in something which is integrated. So, for someone, who has not thought of it yet or who hasn't thought of it through, do you have any specific, maybe quick one or two suggestions for them as well, that what can they do for on an instant basis so that they can have a better management? Maybe not a 100 on 100 or a 100 on 90 kind of management, but maybe it will help them improve 10 to 20%. So what do they do basically?
Okay, so productivity report, one or two sample reports, right? Yes. So again, so on this, right, Dipanjana, I would like to share that. See, again, as I mentioned, there are variety of reports. So what I personally like is the TAT report always, right? So how the lead has been attended, right? Because the lead today if they inquired it today, tomorrow it will be closed, it will be enrolled, right? The journey has to be ended somewhere. right?
Yeah.
It has to be either ended tomorrow, or it can be closed, maybe after 6 months, or sometimes it's never ended in the CRM. So what I personally like, right, and which I would highly recommend, that you have a TAT report, which is nothing but turnaround time. That if a person if the lead has inquired today, so how soon we are attending this lead? Is it like immediate response, immediate call, immediate follow up, or is it like around say एक दिन के बाद or एक हफ्ते के बाद people are doing it? So on this particular part, I think I would like to share, Dipanjana, that this is something which can really add a lot of value.
Definitely, Deepak, it helps a lot. So, to all the attendees out there, you just heard what Deepak said, that you
Yeah.
need a platform ASAP, which can help you to basically manage your data, let you understand what kind of workload, maybe a distribution of workload is also a key factor. I believe that how much leads can you distribute among your team, and also the reports of those leads that you are sharing. And being before time, as we have recently spoke about this in our company as well, that you did not be on time, you need to be before time to actually win over a lead. So
Yes.
We will move on to the Q&A section now. So I'll request everyone in the audience to please post your questions. I can see a lot of questions coming in. I'll also encourage others. There are a lot of people today with us, and I'll encourage everyone to ask relevant questions that you feel will help your institute do better. So Deepak, I'll start with the first question. So one of our audience member have asked that since education industry isn't very technologically advanced, what are the challenges you face while migrating to a digital platform? Do you face any resistance to change?
All right, this is a very good question. I think I really liked, that this has been brought on this webinar. So answering this question, Dipanjana, and to the audience, right? It's definitely it's completely correct. First of all, that there is a huge gap, right, in the education market. People are not so tech savvy, and whenever we onboard, we do have challenges. And we do have challenges in terms of the overall expectation sometimes, that when we're closing a deal, sometimes people expect that they will have this number of increased revenues, they will have this number of increased in accounts, etc. They have a lot of expectation. But I think what we can do, whenever the other side, if they are not so tech savvy, we need to onboard it very very gradually. We should not be onboarded all the people with all those features कि मुझे ये भी feature लगा दिया, deploy this feature B, feature C. We have to start with very very small process, or we need to have a very simplified product for the industry or for the education institute which are not tech savvy. So giving a simple example, many times what happens, that the admission counselors, the age group is right. It's, sometimes at in some institutes, it is more than 40 plus sometimes, right? So in those cases, the people are not so tech savvy. They are not so used to the systems. But when we have a very good hand holding in the initial times and educating people about the change in the market, right? And at the same time, we are telling them, we are educating them that this is the product is extremely simple. This is to make their life easier. This actually people usually adapt to it very very easily, right? And again, if people are not adapting this systems, so you can share the example of Facebook, right? So when they install the application the very first time, long time back, right? Even my dad, when they installed it, he is currently 50, and when installed it for, when he was 45 years old. So he told me that how do we use it. I taught him that this is how you use it. Today he's having more likes than me, right? And he knows how to use it. He has already become tech savvy, and I don't need to educate him. So for technology, I completely understand that it takes some time to adapt it, but over the period of time, if we educate and if align the right in the right goal, people can be onboarded on this. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. A very, very nice example, because there is no age to learn technology. I believe you can learn anything. Yeah. So the next question that we have is again a very interesting question, and even I have personally faced a lot of this question when I go on discussion with prospects.
Okay.
So, do you have any facility to track the leads which are on the website?
Yes, it's a good question though. So yes, Dipanjana, we do have a feature called website tracking, right? Which can help the admission team to have a report on how much time a lead is spending on the website. So today, if I, for example, if I have to, fill up a form, right? And maybe I have to fill up a form of Institute A. So I probably not aware about, what is this, how many courses they are offering, which all panel they are accessing today, how much, which all videos they are clicking, right? And all those clicks and widgets and time duration. So today in the CRM, it is possible to integrate that with the extract system, and we already have that features, and we already made it live on our couple of customers who are utilizing it best. So this features, yes, we do have, which can track the website, website activities in the CRM.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Deepak. So,
Yeah.
next question that we have is, how much time does admission counselor take to become an expert in using a CRM?
How much time does admission counselor take to become an expert? It's it usually, it depends. See, again, so taking an example, right? If the person, so again, as I mentioned to you in the previous question, the age group does matter, right? So if there is an age group, if you're considering the age group of maybe 20 to 30, so it hardly takes maybe around 1 or 2 days, because they're already tech savvy, right? So 1 or 2 or 3 maximum, they will be onboarded simply, right? But if you're talking about age group of maybe 40, 50, right? So it takes time, it takes a week's time, a good handholding, right? And also the prompt responses and the query resolution on the time. So this is my response to the question which has been raised.
Okay, okay. So,
Yeah.
it also maybe depends on team as well, right? So, what kind of institute are they working with, or what kind of exposure or education background the counselors have? It also like differs, I guess. It depends on person to person rather than age.
Person to person, very true, very true. Even if I relate with my interview experience, right, Dipanjana, so I have been given the extra CRM. So I've been given the extra CRM, and I've been requested by co-founders to go through on this and tell me what do you understand from this. So it's very relative. I think it depends very much on the age group. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Before going to the next question, I see a lot of people who are, putting in tab raise hand option. They're choosing that. So I will request them to please post your questions, as we won't be able to unmute you or listen to your questions. Kindly put your questions in the Q&A or chat section. Anything is good. So let's move on to the next question, Deepak. So. Next, we have a question wherein someone is asking that when you say people can access WhatsApp from CRM, do you mean they can send messages from CRM itself on WhatsApp? And can they also send documents?
Definitely yes, Dipanjana. So from the CRM, you can send a WhatsApp to a students. You can, so if you know more about it, right? So there is always some business initiated messages where you initiate a conversation with the students, right? And sometimes what happens that, in the other case is that you put a number on the website, and the students are initiating the conversation. So yes, from the CRM, you can send a one-on-one WhatsApp and you can initiate the conversation. At the same time, you can also send a document, and this is, I think, a classic use case that during my conversation, right, people are interested for brochure, right? That how many courses we are offering. So right away, sending from my system, right? I'm attaching the brochure and sending it to the prospect lead. Yes.
Definitely. So, before moving on to the next question, what I'll do is I'll request all the audience to take this last quick poll that we have for a feedback purpose. So, this poll will help us to choose the topic for the next session and come up with more interesting and valuable topics for you. So, kindly take this poll. This will just take a few seconds. So, you can see the poll on your screen, and you can go ahead and answer the poll. So, Deepak, let's move on to the next question. So, the next question is, can we send bulk messages using your new WhatsApp feature, or is it only one-on-one?
Yes. So yes, definitely, Dipanjana. So we have facility of sending one-on-one WhatsApp and as well as the bulk WhatsApp. So what you can do, you can have a one-on-one conversation with the students, and you can have an inbuilt chat system right within the product. And at the same time, you can also utilize the bulk WhatsApp facility. For example, if let's say if there are 500 leads or 600 leads you want to communicate about, let's say maybe last date of admission, right? That the last date of admission is approaching. So you can utilize this bulk WhatsApp facility, and you can definitely overcome this particular challenge also.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Also, I would just request the audience to if you want a detailed demo of the features, so we are just giving you an overview or a pilot view of what kind of features we have. So if you want a detailed description and detailed discussion around the same, so please go to our website www.extraedge.com. We will also put it on the chat section. You can go there and you will find a schedule the demo section. And if you sign up there, our product expert will contact you and we will definitely take you through the entire product. So I still request the audience to keep the questions coming in because we still have few minutes to discuss on the same, and please answer the poll. Feedback is super critical for a technology industry like us because feedback can help us to improve and bring in new features and topics of discussion. So take the poll. And so Deepak will go on to the next question.
Yes. Bye.
So, yeah, so this is a very interesting question, Deepak. We should talk about it in detail. So, how does your predict function work exactly?
Okay, predict function. Okay, so this is a very good question. So predict function. So I'll very simplify. This is actually very technical term, very heavy term. Prediction, right? It's like predicting something. So to simplify this, Dipanjana, when the counselors work on the system, right? So there is always a pattern. So for example, that if a lead is getting enrolled, right? So they always have a pattern that how many follow-ups the counselor needed to add on the lead to convert this, how many SMS was required to send, how many SMS were required, how many emails was required. So from this, all this data, what do we do is we create a prediction model specific to the university or institute or any other institute, right? So the prediction model, what happens when it is incorporated in the CRM, it will give you the percentage that as soon as a lead has come in, as soon as you start working on it, it will give you the percentage that what is the prediction that this lead will enroll. What is the prediction? Because this is like the future, right? Imagine that we have to make our counselors' life easy after all. We need to have more and more numbers, right? We need to have more and more, like we need to have a strong position where if there is a huge market expanding, we need to have our position at very topmost list. So today, prediction, if you talk about the prediction model, so it gives you the percentage on every student card, every lead card, that what is the percentage this will enroll. So if it is above 70, you have to immediately attend this lead and you have to convert this lead. If it is below 70 or below 50, you can probably take your time and may respond to the later stage, because the system tells you that there is a very less chance that lead will enroll.
Yeah. Thank again, if you want a detailed demo of it, you know what you need to do. You're going to have to sign up with us, and I will definitely do that. So this is the last question for today, Deepak. So the question is, how much ROI can I expect if we use some integrated software like yours, in your experience with mid-sized customers?
Okay, it's a good question. I think thanks to you, sir and ma'am, whoever has asked this. So it depends. Again, it depends person to person. It depends on universities. It depends on education institutes, the people. As I've shared from my experience, right? Every time I onboard a new customer or my team onboard a new customer, they have all together a new experience. Like we are so unique. We are Indian customers are so unique in their customization, their own requirements. It's drastically it's drastically improved. So overall, if I talk about how much ROI we can expect it, so it depends that how much revenue you have, how much capacity you have, right? For example, if I'm investing, let's say 50,000 with my two counselors, then you may not expect it, maybe doubling your revenues or maybe 4x 5x, but you have to think it from the point of view that what are the challenges you are having it, and how many challenges the system can overcome today, right? So if you need a detailed demo, I think we have a dedicated website where you can sign up, and you can my sales team, my dedicated growth team can answer your question in detail.
Yeah. Okay, so Deepak, thank you so much for sharing all your experiences today. It was immensely, interesting to listen to you, to understand how this industry works, how feature works, how process works, because you speak with them on day-to-day basis, right? And for our audience, in interest of time, I would request that if you have any questions, you can mail us. So my team member will shortly send you an email with the recording of the webinar and all the discussion if you have joined in late. So you can report to us on that email with all your queries, all your questions, and my team will get back to you. And thank you all again for joining us. And we will keep on coming up with such exciting and interesting sessions for you. So stay tuned with us, and I hope to see you again soon. And till then, be safe. Take care of your health, and keep on upgrading and keep on adapting technology and new features, right? So
Very
thank
much.
you all for joining.
Yeah, very much. Thank you so much, Deepanjana, for having me here, having me on board. Thank you so
Yeah.
much to the entire attendees and audience. Good to see the more and more questions coming in and the responses from people. So we look forward to have another round of webinar, maybe on different topic. You may request anything. Yeah. Thank you so much.
So Vishal Patana, sir, we read you, and our team will get in touch with you for detailed demos of any feature if you are looking forward at. And we are glad that you are using our product. Keep on using our product, and we will get in touch with you for a detailed demo. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.